Howdy folks, this is going to be the second part of the Mr. Beer video. We're going to do the bottling today. I'm having camera issues because this is kind of all complicated and stuff, so try to bear with me. I've already started to try to cut down on the length of the video, so I've got a couple of bottles already sanitized. Remember, we have to sanitize our bottles first. So the ones with the white rings on them, like this one, are already sanitized. So got those. Now remember, the Mr. Beer kit comes with this one-step sanitizer. You can use this. I'm sure it's perfectly good, but the directions for this call for 10 minutes of soaking, and I wasn't going to do that, so I'm using wine sanitizer, which is just contact sanitizer. So this is what my setup looks like at the moment. So this is my closed bottle with sanitizer in it, and here's my next bottle, my next one, and my next one, and I have the caps right here for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bottle. This is the one that's got the sanitizer in it. I've got the cap on it, as you can see, and I'm going to shake it up, and that sanitizes everything in the bottle. And I'm going to move it. This cap is now sanitized. Yeah, I know the video's overexposed. I'm watching it here. Maybe that'll help some. Nope, it didn't. Okay. So there's my sanitized cap. I'm going to put that over to the side. And then I'm going to pour this liquid. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to pour this liquid into the next bottle. Get all of it in there. Now this bottle is now sanitized. So I'm going to put it over on the side with all the other sanitized stuff. I'm going to move my funnel from this bottle to the next unsanitized bottle. I'm going to put a cap on this one, tight, and then shake it up. I'm going to get that all in there. So this is a contact sanitizer used for by homebrewers for wine. I don't know why the Mr. Beer kit directions say 10 minutes of soaking, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm using my own sanitizer. So we're going to the next one, and we're using the same sanitizer over and over and over again, at least for right now. So this bottle's done. Moving this over and popping this to the next bottle. That's actually our last one. So capping it, going to shake it. Now that bottle should be sterile, at least for our purposes. Taking the cap off and pouring into there. It's our last bottle. So this didn't come with a kit, but if you're going to do any home brewing, you need a set of funnels, man. You just got to have it. So I'm setting this over to the side because I'll need that for the sugar in a minute. Putting that on. And then here's my sanitizer solution I had mixed up. Pouring that back in. And I'll keep that for a couple of weeks if I got to do something else and use it over again. So I'm going to put this out of the way. Now we have all of our bottles. Get them all set up. Put them in two neat rows. I don't know how much the camera is going to catch on this. Let's see if I can get everything. Now we need to put sugar in these bottles. And the reason we need sugar in the bottles is because the yeast that's in our brew batch, and I'm going to move the camera here real quick so you can see what's going on. That is my computer, and the Mr. Beer keg is on top of it. So what I'm going to do is, once I get the bottles ready, I'm just going to dispense it into the setup. Let me get the camera right again. There we go. Good enough. Alright. So all of our lids, these things, are now sanitized. These are over to the side. Now, we have to put sugar in each one of these. The reason we need sugar in each one of these is because we want these to be carbonated. You know, the beer that you get, that you buy out of the store, has some fizz to it. It's carbonated. You can either force carbonate, which is a little bit more complicated, or you can carbonate in the bottle. And to carbonate in the bottle, you need to have live yeast in the bottle with your beer and sugar. So the idea is, if there's a little sugar left in the beer, the live yeast culture will eat the sugar and convert a little bit more of the sugar to alcohol. But in the process, they're going to release CO2, or carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide, since it's in a closed container, will carbonate your beer because the gas can't go anywhere. So as long as you have a good tight seal on your container, you're good to go. You have to make sure that the amount of sugar you're putting into your beer is exact for the container, and the documentation that comes with the Mr. Beer kit says clearly that we need 2.5 teaspoons per bottle for this stuff to work. So what I'm going to do is do a little assembly line jig here, and I have measuring spoon. You can't see it because of the glare, but this is a teaspoon, so I'm going to do 2 of these in each one. Actually, I'm just going to make it going to kind of guesstimate it. I have a 1/2 teaspoon on here, but I want to make this kind of quick. So 1, 2 1/2. So that one's done. Going to move to this one. 1, 2 1/2. That one's done. Move to that one. 1, 2 1/2, and I'm not concerned about this being exact, but uh-oh, my funnel got caught up. Let's compare the sugar in there. That looks like that's about half of the sugar that should be in there. So let's do this again. I'm going to put another teaspoon of sugar in each one. That's still a little shy. I'm looking at the sugar in the bottom. There we go. There we go. Alright, got to make sure it's coming out of your funnel. And move to this one. 1, 2 1/2. Yep. 1, 2 1/2. 1, 2 1/2, and then 1, 2 1/2. Alright, now that the sugar is measured in each one of these, now I'm just going to fill them from my little keg over here on the side, and I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because that's a really repetitive process and you guys don't have to watch each individual bottle.